Do you know the first person to make a light bulb? Today, I will tell you how the first light was made and the person who did it. But before that, make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. The story of the light bulb begins in the early 19th century with a British scientist named Humphrey Davy. In 1802, Davy discovered that by connecting wires to a battery and attaching them to a piece of carbon, he could produce light. This invention, called the arc lamp, was the first time electricity was used to create light. However, it wasn't practical for everyday use. It burned very bright, was dangerous, and the light didn't last long. Still, it was a major breakthrough, showing that electricity could be used to generate artificial light. Over the next few decades, many inventors tried to improve on Davy's idea. In 1841, Warren de la Rue, another British scientist, created an enclosed bulb using platinum wire inside a vacuum tube. The vacuum helped prevent the wire from burning out quickly. Technically, it worked, but platinum was far too expensive, so it never reached the market. Similarly, Frederick de Moleyns obtained a patent that same year for an incandescent lamp using a carbon filament, but it was also impractical. These were important steps, but the materials and vacuum technology weren't developed enough yet to make a usable light bulb. Fast forward to the 1870s, and a breakthrough occurred on both sides of the Atlantic. In England, Joseph Swan was experimenting with carbonized paper as a filament inside a vacuum bulb. By 1878, he had created a working prototype, and by 1879, he was lighting rooms in his own house and conducting public demonstrations. He even received a patent in the UK. However, Swan's early bulbs still didn't last long enough to be practical. The filaments burned out quickly and produced a dim reddish glow. Meanwhile, in the United States, Thomas Edison was tackling the same problem. Edison had the advantage of a well-funded laboratory and a large team of assistants. He tested thousands of materials for filament and worked to perfect the vacuum inside the bulb. In 1879, Edison succeeded in creating a light bulb that could last over 1,200 hours. He used a carbon filament made from bamboo and placed it in a high vacuum glass bulb. He patented this design and began developing not just the bulb, but a complete electrical lighting system, which included power stations, wiring, switches, and fixtures. This made his invention immediately useful and scalable. Though Swan had technically invented the light bulb in some ways before Edison, Edison's version was much more durable and could be produced commercially. Instead of fighting over patents, the two eventually teamed up, creating the Edison Company in Britain. So while Humphrey Davy was the first to create electric light, and Joseph Swan made one of the first practical incandescent bulbs, it was Thomas Edison who made the light bulb truly useful for the world. His version was efficient, affordable, and part of a complete system that allowed electric light to replace gas lamps and candles all around the globe. The light bulb wasn't invented in one moment by one person. It was the result of decades of experimentation by inventors around the world. But thanks to their efforts and Edison's final push, the world moved out of darkness and into an age of electric light. This is Focus Trends. Like and subscribe for more videos like this.